Good evening. It's budget time for the City of Lloydminster, and a special council meeting was held this morning to discuss the entire operating budget for next year. Annika Notbate reports.
Today at City Council, the 2014 operating budget was approved. As well, the commercial mill rate was discussed, and it will stay the same.
Historically, when this process started, it was at 2, and so at that point they had talked about doing a staged decrease down to 1.8, 1.6, and then 1.4 over a 3-year period. When they had that initial discussion, they weren't comfortable with doing a 3-year plan. They wanted to do a shorter time frame, and so then they just approved the year. And we've continued to bring that forward for the next couple years, just based on that original direction.
The commercial mill rate is currently at 1.6%. And as far as property taxes go,
there'll be a slight property tax increase, but we don't know exactly what that will be today yet.
Now, tax rates were discussed but have been deferred until Monday's meeting when city managers have more information. This is when the decision is expected to be made involving these tax rates. Reporting from City Hall, Annika Notbate, Newcap News.
And just a note, the total revenue is up more than 7%. Expenditures are up as well by 20%. If you want more information on the budget, visit lloydminster.ca. And the City of Cold Lake also approved its final budget. Residents will see a 1.5% tax hike next year. This is the first increase in 3 years and will help offset the $27.5 million worth of projects for 2014. Councillor Bob Buckle says the prediction of an increase could very well change between now and when the budget is set in April.
Of course, the final tax setting isn't done until the assessments are all in, so that's quite possible that that'll be lower than the 1.5%.
You will see a lot of programs on the go in the community, including work on a recreational facilities like a new skate park and spray park. The city will also tackle the issue of the lack of residential properties.
The rental incentive program, which we're proud to try to encourage more rental units to be constructed in the community, which is badly needed. So initiatives like that require the budget to be put in place just in case it's utilized, that incentive program, that is.
The city's chief administrative officer says the capital budget will see some crucial work needed on Cold Lake roads.
Roadway infrastructure, we're anticipating we're going to be installing the 54th Avenue roadway extension in Cold Lake South, as well as the replacement of 1st Avenue by Canossa Beach is all slated for 2014. So this is very positive.
From the start here all the way through.
The budget will also allow the replacement of the Cold Lake South Fire Hall.
That's a pretty major.
Lloydminster RCMP are asking the public's help in locating a man wanted for aggravated assault. RCMP responded to a complaint of a man who had been attacked with a weapon on October 12th. The victim sustained serious injuries. A warrant for arrest has been issued for 42-year-old Donald Joseph Street, who is still at large. Street is described as a Caucasian male with blonde hair and blue eyes, 5'9" and 165 pounds. Anyone with information is asked to call the Lloydminster RCMP at 306-825-6350 or any local detachment. And Lloydminster RCMP are also asking the public's help as they are on the lookout for a man from Saskatoon. A warrant has been issued for the arrest of 43-year-old Michael Brian Bearboy, who is unlawfully at large. He's described as First Nation, 5'8", weighing 212 pounds. He has brown eyes and black hair. Police believe Bearboy may have been in Lloydminster in late November. Anyone with information is asked to contact Lloydminster RCMP. The public's help is also needed as the RCMP are searching for a man wanted in connection to a violent robbery from earlier this month. 22-year-old Marlon Lacombe is wanted in relation to an armed robbery that happened at a rural Dewberry residence on December 3rd. It's alleged Lacombe and an unidentified associates assaulted the victim and stole various household items and his car. Lacombe is wanted for aggravated assault, robbery, pointing a firearm, uttering threats, among others. The public is asked not to approach or detain Lacombe as he is considered armed and dangerous. Instead, call your local RCMP or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477. North Battleford RCMP are investigating a stabbing incident which took place yesterday. RCMP were notified of a man with apparent stab wounds walking into the Battleford Union Hospital just after 6:30 p.m. Previous reports revealed the man was involved in an incident at a home on the 1000 block of 108th Street. The 40-year-old victim suffered at least one stab wound to his torso. He was treated at the hospital and is expected to make a full recovery. RCMP say no other individuals were found at the residence. The victim was uncooperative with the investigation. They believe the victim and the suspect involved likely know each other. And a Baldwilton man has been arrested and is facing several charges involving a weapon. Knife RCMP responded to a complaint of shots fired inside a rural residence in the Baldwilton district west of Knife. 4 people were in the home. 2 people were arrested in the incident. 2 firearms and ammunition were seized. 54-year-old Michael Lance Ryan faces 9 charges, including discharging a weapon while being reckless, 4 counts of uttering threats, assault with a weapon, possession of a weapon for dangerous purposes, and careless use of a firearm. Police say alcohol was a contributing factor. Now, some prominent members of the Lloydminster community will once again be locked up for a good cause. Tomorrow is the SPCA's 6th annual Jail and Bail. Cal Gallagher reports.
From 7 to 7, over a dozen area residents will spend the day behind bars for jail and bail, with all the money raised going to the SPCA.
I know the SPCA is their second biggest fundraiser of the year, and 2 years ago they raised $33,000 about, and then last year was a little over $58,000, so just phenomenal numbers.
If we got 60 or anything higher, we would be absolutely so grateful.
Kurt Price is taking part for a 6th straight time and says he looks forward to jail and bail every year.
I like when little kids come down and they donate through the bars. I like when I see familiar faces, and I like playing with the animals. It's just a really fun day.
Originally, the event was only 4 hours long, but the SPCA extended it to 12 due to the great response from the community. Price says he'll have to be more prepared this year.
Last year, my legs were very sore at the end of the day. Very, very sore at the end of the day from standing on the cement floor throughout the day. So I'll wear some older clothes and just kind of curl up on the floor once in a while.
Keep all of your spirits high, and maybe you want to bring a little pillow for your chair just to keep yourself comfortable for the day. And yeah, if you wanted to bring a couple extra dollars in your pocket just to raise your total whenever you feel like you need a boost, absolutely.
And everyone involved gets really into it.
It's always really fun. We end up getting a little bit of a friendly competition between all of our inmates, and they can all see their totals. We have them on whiteboards in front of their kennels, and so they get a little bit competitive of who can raise the most.
Personally, I think I was around 800 when I left, so for me I want to set the bar a little higher. There's a couple of real big earners in there, so they're tough to compete with, but as long as we can try to beat our personal bests anyway and raise as much as possible.
Price has once again made it his goal to raise $15,000, and he isn't worried about anyone else.
No, I really don't pay much attention to the other guys. I just do my own thing and hope that the people who support me each year come back again, because that's a really good feeling when you see familiar faces.
The generosity of Lloydminster never ceases to amaze, for sure.
You can donate online, by phone, or just stop by the SPCA in person. Kyle Gallagher, Newcap News.